Hey, welcome. Today we're going to make the sleeve cuff, the cuff of the sleeve for a long sleeved shirt. I'm not even going to waste 2 minutes of your time. We're going straight into it. But I know you know that you have to subscribe and to like this video. That having been said, now this is the hard collar gum. The width is 3 inches. That is 3 inches width of the collar gum. I cut it by 3 inches, and the length of the wrist is about the length of the wrist is at 8.5 inches. The length of the wrist is 8.5 inches. So you just mark that out on your hard collar gum and you cut it. You see that this one has been cut before now. Next thing, you're going to place it on your fabric, the fabric you're using to make the cuff. Place it on the fabric. That is, if you have not already cut the part for the sleeve, just place it on the fabric, iron it, and then you cut it as you have seen me doing it here. Make sure you leave at least half an inch on both ends of the fabric. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. You can see that the fabric is excess on both sides, at the downside and both sides of the fabric. That is where you're going to be stitching. So I like to use my hemming gum to hold the down parts. So I'm just going to iron this. So this is me ironing it. After ironing that, you see that it holds, and you can also see the excess fabric that passes upwards. If you don't do it this way, you may run into issues. So next, we're taking this thing to the sewing machine to stitch it up. So the stitching should be at half an inch at the edge of the sleeve, half an inch. So the next thing is to fold the sleeve like this, and the fabric face each other, face to face, and then you're going to stitch at the edge, close to the gum, and stitch it up to that line that was stitched in the first place, so that we're going to leave that half an inch downwards open. So double stitch at that place, leave the downside open. Yeah, so this is the opening, half-inch opening downwards, the one I was telling you about. If you don't leave this space, attaching the cuff to the sleeve will be hard for you, and you will not achieve a clean result. So you just turn that inside out after stitching the both ends. So this is what your result should look like. You see that excess fabric downwards? Your result should look like this. You can go ahead and iron this, and then you just trim a little bit of that excess fabric, but make sure you still have something left. I see that opening is going to help us to attach the cuff easily. You see that it opens on both ends. Hope you see that. So now we're going to attach it to the sleeve. So before attaching that, just reconfirm the length of this cuff that you just made. Check that this is 8.5, right? So you also measure around this wrist, measure it round, and make sure that you also have that 8.5. If it's more than, you can reduce. If it is not up to, you can add it up, and then you attach both of them together as seen. Just do it this way, and you're going to achieve a perfect result. Now you can see where we're using that opening now. So you're going to hold it this way, open that up, and then you use half an inch to stitch it. Half an inch to stitch it all the way to the other side. So after stitching that, you can see what we have here. You see that place still opens up. This is now the purpose. You just tuck that inside. You tuck that inside on both sides. You also tuck this place in. Make sure everything is aligning fine. You can see this. That's the purpose of that opening. Trim out whatever excess thread that you have, and then you go ahead and stitch it. So this is the result of all stitched. So you have to trim off all the excess thread that you have, so that you can have a very clean job. Take off all the threads. So now you can look at this. You see that everything aligns very well. From this edge, this is the inside of the cuff. You see that this is clean and smooth. And this is the other edge. You can see how professional this looks. So if you use this method, you're not going to have any issues with your cuff. So that is that for this. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. If you found value, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.